dump it,
pump it, pump it,
dump it,
pump it.
dump it,
Hey traders, welcome to the stream. Bitcoin down about $1,000 right now. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the 5 super chat. 555. Yeah, so I'm like sick, dude. That's kind of messed up. I'm like fever. I have like a literal fever. Got it like late last night and it broke, and now recently it's come back. And so I'm just like, you know, you're gonna just deal with me in a robe being dead. Okay, thanks Dallas or whoever it was. Anyway, so here's Bitcoin on the daily. No real, I mean, you know, still hasn't made a lower low than December 17th yet, but my God, you're as close as you could possibly get. And you only got a little bit of relief where you hit a low today of like 45,700, but you've rallied, and now you're at 46,300. So like the minor lows, you're still above. You know, that little minor low from December 13th, you bounced off that again, just like you did on December 31st and December 31st. So you're not dead yet, even though you're staring into the face of the abyss, because below these low levels right here is just, you know, straight down to like 43K, 42K. And that wouldn't really be that weird to see those levels, but of course we never want to see that because some of these altcoins look unreal. They're like textbook trade setups. Like they're showing all the amazing things that you want to see after like 2 months of consolidating.
1 hour in on BTC according to Harmonic Tools.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. 60 minute. You talking about Scott Carney's thing? Well, to me, it's just like, hey, look, I mean, here's just this one wick right here from December 4th, and you know, look at this: December 13th, 18th, 20th, 30th, 31st, and now the 1st, and it's just like you're still somehow holding, but my God, it's just you clearly seeing distribution from the 31st to the 1st. High, lower high,
Happy New Year,
confirmation
Mitch.
high.
Can you please take a look at DFI/USDT on KuCoin? Thanks and keep up the good work.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll see what I mean. Yes, I'll look at it. Okay, thank you, Magar, for the 20. I appreciate it. Much love. Okay, so you know, it's very. These are the times, man, where it's like you need to be paying attention to crypto. This is the lowest risk area ever if it holds, but this is exactly where it can fall off a cliff. That's what inflection points are, and that's like why you're here all the time, because you know we think you trust me to know at least where inflection points are, but you know I'm never gonna say I know exactly what's gonna happen to these inflection points. Dude, I didn't know that at 42K 41.6 this asset was gonna hold here. I didn't know. We posted a trade setup because it was like one low, a second low, but then made a third low and never fell below that inflection point before rallying. You don't know. Okay, and you don't know that at 30K, you don't know that it's going to rally back above the critical inflection points. You don't know when it falls to the lowest price, July 20th, that it's seen on a daily close since January 1st of 2021. You don't know. But once you get back above those levels of inflection, look what can happen, right? So this is just like, it's a terrible time to be taking off from crypto, chat, okay? I get it. Like, I'm talking about like paying attention, because these are levels where glory can be made as just as easily as it can break the support and dump to the abyss.
Crabs tip $24.85. Hi, thanks for the stream as always. And as always, thoughts about FTM?
Killing it, man. It's killing it, dude. FTM's freaking amazing right now. It's legend. And it was perfect, right? It did all the things that some of these other ones are doing. Oh my God, it kind of pulled a Bitcoin. It did the crazy M shape 886 full reset in an uptrend, and then even gave confirmation low, and on the confirmation low it painted a smaller inverse head and shoulders and was gone from there. The seminar, okay? The seminar. We'll look at it. Yeah, a beast among scrubs. But it is not alone. There are more altcoins that look really good based on technicals. So I really think if you want to see them excel and proceed with vast upside, this literally has to happen. You have to hold this level. I mean, the good news is, I guess, on some of these altcoins, they're like so high off their pattern completion zones of their harmonics themselves, right? That I don't think, even if Bitcoin dumps 43K, like, the altcoin's probably still going to make higher lows than their initial lows, which is good because accumulation. So I just really got to see this level hold, chat, okay? It is a very, very important. That's all I can tell you, man. And yeah, I guess like you were talking about, Nick, man, Scott Carney is a little, well, it's not a little, it's his actual system, you know, it could be, I would say probably shark, you know, probably just thinking here, right? It caught this. And it's too perfect at these highs, right? I mean, it's just something like that. Yeah, it's like an M shape. It's not anything formal or anything. Or it could have been, you know, the 60 minutes. So just take it with a grain of salt. It could have been like this, a mini shark that's catching a type 2 return, one low, the second low. I mean, that's a real possibility. But again, man, there's gonna be buyers that come in, and unfortunately, you know what time it is? It's Asia's time. Asia only sells the past 2 months, right? That's all they do is dump. We have evidence of that. There's a metric on Glassnode that shows you during like open business hours for Asia, crazy, unprecedented amount of selling from them. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's real life. Okay, so I'm just telling you, it's good morning, Asia. If you're out there and you're in Asia or Australia or other places in the East, good morning. So you got to hold here. And if it does hold, then you could be getting a second low here, maybe even third low. All right, so it's not dead yet. All right, not all hope is lost, but you got to be paying attention right here, okay? Okay. So that's Bitcoin. It's scary. I mean, it's definitely like, you know, that hidden bearish divergence actually kind of playing out here locally. But somehow has bounced hundreds of dollars. Sorry, dude. I am literally sick. Okay, I have a actual fever right now. So I'm like shaking. I'm cold, but I'm hot at the same time. You know that feeling? It sucks. So just bear with me today, of all days. All right. So that's your Bitcoin. Okay, and then, you know, Ethereum really outperforming Bitcoin, right? Definitely. But think about it. If this was Bitcoin, Bitcoin would be down at 35.90 right now. It'd be falling lower or at its same low from December 30th. It's not yet. Sorry, that shouldn't even be visible on the 4 hour right now. But you know, hidden bearish divergence is definitely there. You know, on the MACD histogram anyway, like the high, then the lower high, and it's waning on positive momentum.
Hope you feel better, man. Get a test. Want to welcome my little bro Sasha to the stream. It's his first time watching. Keep grinding, little bro.
Valesky, thank you for the 20, and hello, Sasha, right? Hold on a sec. Yes, welcome Sasha to the stream. Your first time watching. This is the absolute worst stream probably ever to watch me. I'm actually feverish, so please take your first impression of me with a grain of salt. It's just not fair, okay? I thought about maybe not streaming. I'm just like, nah, I gotta do this, man. I took off too much time for New Year's, traveling and stuff, and that's the reason why I'm sick. So I gotta truck through it for y'all, and because there's really a lot of stuff going on today. Tesla up 13+%. Oh my God. Igor Bogdanov rip. You know, within 1 week of the other Bogdanov passing, now both have passed, and they said.
Dump it.
But now, you know, in honor of them, they are now added to the soundboard. We're gonna get more, okay?
Dump it. Dump it. Dump it. Dump it.
Okay, sorry. Could probably get annoying. So yeah, I just kind of outperforming Bitcoin and just kind of beholden to this price action right now, down 1.66%. Just remember, what is so important? The daily. The daily is unreal. You just don't get, like, I say this because it takes so long for it to develop. So I'm saying, like, it is just not often you get to see daily triple MACD bullish divergence. It took 44 days for this to develop, to mature, and it's sitting right there, and it looks fine. You got another day of negative momentum waning. So I just, wow, you know, potential little falling wedge here with this, the seller exhaustion is very apparent. According to the MACD histogram, not really so much the RSI at all. RSI is not really showing it. But good news on the RSI, I guess, on the dailies, you bounce back above the bearish control zone. That's great news, right? You're back to neutral territory on the RSI on the daily for Ethereum. Nice. So you still want to fall back below 40, okay? So anyway, I mean, Ethereum, right? Very intriguing chart. Even though we know there's a worst case scenario that could take it to 3K, that huge harmonic. That's exactly what Bitcoin did, but it's just too strong of a performer. Too many people own this asset still There might just be too much demand, not enough supply to push it to the next level, which it is 3K. So interesting. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love the wedge and the divergence right here. Don't ignore. Just pay attention, okay? Bitcoin's at levels to pay attention to. All right. So let's go to.
I like turtles.
Yeah, we like totals because totals didn't really do much. I mean, it hasn't, no harm, no foul really. Is it making lower lows? No, not yet. I think it's just because the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin so much. This is a better looking chart than Bitcoin. Altcoins keeping the whole market together right now, according to this chart anyway, right? You know, it is kind of a little concerning, the hidden bearish divergence maybe on the MACD on the daily, just like Bitcoin. And where's the negative momentum? It's about to go negative, isn't it? Yeah. So you're back above this. Well, you're literally, you can't even tell like where the price is because it's right at it. You're at that old all-time high from April 15th, candle high close. April, you're there. I mean, if you could hold it, you could confirm a bottom. You're above the moving average, beautiful, near the inflection points, near supply line. I mean, all it takes is like these altcoins that are showing textbook trade setups, right? That talking about traditional technical analysis, you apply them to crypto, and some of these altcoins are showing freaking amazing opportunity for at least low risk, right? Because you never know, because the macro dumps, like Bitcoin dumps, they will fail. Like they're most likely going to fail. But again, like we were talking about earlier, they're so well off their entry prices or those pattern completion zones that they'll probably still make higher lows when Bitcoin dumps bad, right? Okay. It's true that Bogdanovs can't dump it, but Simonim can. He can dump it all day, man. He just won the battle. Go. All right, so let's go to, you know, Cardano, because it's a large crypto market cap coin, and certainly that hidden bearish divergence is apparent. You failed to break above 148 for long. You just up thrusted through it, and then bearish engulfing candle, and here you are, down 3.7% today. Yeah, type 2 return wouldn't be bad, you know, 119, 120. What if you get a second low? You get a confirmation low at the pattern completion zone of this monstrous pattern. I mean, this pattern, remember, the size of it from X to D, 164 days. That's massive. That's awesome. Okay, very significant structure. And then, you know, the larger the patterns, the larger the structures, the higher the probability is that the reversal could happen there. So I really like Cardano with this M shape, but you know, certainly underperforming many assets, and still looks like it might need to make a second low here on the daily after it failed to break the inflection point that is super critical. All right. Thanks for being here, everyone. Y'all amazing. Appreciate
Either way it's going. Happy 13th birthday, BTC.
That's true. 13th birthday Bitcoin today, man. Fantastic.
Can you look at Mover US Mitch? Thank you for everything.
Yeah, we'll look at Mover. Thank you, dude. Okay. Add to the list. So from that high to the low on Cardano, it never even saw a 23% retrace. It got to 159 and then 163 is a 236. I mean, that is pathetic. That's where you just got to feel like, hey man, if you don't even make a 236, there might be some more upside to at least go test that. And you know, 382, 191, I mean, dude, common retraces, I think it's just working on maybe a second low on the daily or something, I guess, right? Because the thing about Bitcoin dumps again, like for real, like falls off and staring the abyss and breaks into the abyss to 43K. I mean, 120, and then maybe it makes a lower low, maybe even goes down to 107, and then you make a lower low confirmation low. And then by then you're showing some actual real bullish divergence on the oscillators on the daily. There is hope. I mean, it just may be lower. It all depends on what Bitcoin does. It can make a higher low. That means Bitcoin bottoms out earlier. If Bitcoin it dumps here and goes 43K, then it might make a lower low, and that's still okay. It's still you're at a reaction low. You haven't made a reversal low. You have not made really a type 2 return so much that is distinguishable on the daily. All right, or discernible. Okay, let's move on to BNB. Yeah, BNB bearish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted will be confirmed in 35 minutes. Still above the critical area, but my God, if you can't say the distribution is unreal. Right? There is so much distribution, and it keeps happening. And so, I mean,
I think you should replace ADA with FTM as the third asset to check. FTM can't dump, it's not possible technically.
Oh yeah, what's this market cap though, right? Thanks, dude. So yeah, BNB doesn't look really good. I mean, this is where it could hold and rally. It could look one bottom, a second bottom on the daily. Or there's just a buy wall and absorption of remaining demand at this 500 level, and once it breaks, huge markdown to 430. Huge markdown. There's like really nothing, okay, until that level. This is it. You don't hold 500, you're going down a lot, and that's okay, but it's still in a massive uptrend, like unbelievable uptrend. So again, Bitcoin, critical areas. BNB, critical freaking areas. Yeah, hold this, you're good for 600. You don't, you go into 430, and that's about it, man, okay? Let's look at the S&P 500 now. What happened, chat? What happened to the S&P 500? We get some Jesus chimes. It's an inverse market from Bitcoin. Highest daily candle close of all time. I think we had 70 all-time highs last year. You're already starting with one in the new year. The first day of the new year, all-time highs. Wow. I mean, you know what I'm saying? First trading day of the new year, all-time highs, okay? It counts. So, I mean, just saying, you can crack through this little bit of local resistance maybe from the 28th to the 30th. I mean, eventual target, the 1618 up to like 4900. I mean, there it is, right? It's nice. Really nice day. Can't really say there's bearish divergence. There's not. It's convergence, bullish convergence, like the higher high, and then the higher levels on the oscillators, and not overbought. Right, 62. And look what's happening when you reverse majorly on the 4 hour here on the S&P. You're at the PCZ of a bearish harmonic. You make a type 2 return, a reaction high, reversal high, and you dumped. And there was bearish divergence on that first high, and then I guess you say that you had that tail end divergence on the RSI in the end and dumped. So things are looking like fine on the S&P right now. Kind of amazing. Wow. Wish I felt like the Dow Jones and the S&P right now, right? What happened, chat? I mean, Dow Jones, what did it do? Highest daily candle close of all time. Happens to be a bullish engulfing candle. Sitting at 62 on the RSI. That is bullish control zone. And again, like you're thinking minimum target here. Or it's some butterfly deep crab, 37,270 minimum. Like it's a 1272. That's the minimum threshold of whatever harmonic it's going to be. It's in between that 786, 886. Right there. Let's say it's closer to a deep crab. If it's closer to a deep crab, and you are actually to say it is a deep crab, then there is no zone. I mean, there's no like between the 1272, 1618. It is literally the 1618. So I mean, it's like
Peace. Happy New
about
Year.
38,144 area, you know, for PCZ here. It's wild wave structure, very strong wave structure. When you're in an uptrend, you dump, you rally, make a 786 or an 886 on your B point, and then you dump again, but then you make a higher low, substantially higher low than the previous low, staying above 200-day moving average, and you rally again. That wave structure is powerful, okay? And that's like all the research that Scott Carney did over the years, and that's what it implies, all right? More upside, all-time highs, S&P, Dow Jones, first trading day of the year. That's cool, dude. That's real cool. NASDAQ composite, not at all-time highs yet, underperforming the S&P and the Dow Jones, but still, it's the dragon. It's the dragon, man. And it was the breakout of the dragon, right? Just lagging. Looks like it might be bull flagging, you know? I mean, almost. Very close to hidden bearish divergence, but it did make a slightly higher high, so you're okay. I mean, the target still is 16,048. I don't know if you're going to break that because you think about an X and a B and a C and a D. I mean, and that's the pattern completion zone of the bear shark. Remember what we had plotted before? just gets busy, so I don't want to like leave it. But you know, the 886 is aligned with the inflection points, perfect. Okay, so you think there's, regardless of anything, not like nice entry areas or anything after the divergence, right? But it is on its way to this level. I think there's a little more upside, just a little bit. Okay, and then I don't know. Hey, if it outperforms, starts going nuts, you know, this big mega cap tech stocks start rolling hard, rallying hard, then you get a 113, which is the max threshold of the shark pattern, 16,400. So anyway, at least
dedication is real.
16K.
Even feeling like crap, you're going. Link looks great. Hope you feel better soon.
So Angel, thanks for the 10. I appreciate it. You know, it's whatever. This is, I love doing this. I mean, I love this. I love hanging out with this community. I can't even believe I get to do this. You know, I'm so freaking blessed that I get to be sick and I get to work though, right? Because this is fun for me. This is like the dream. TA, man, charts, TA being respected. Okay, so one more index fund and we will move on. Russell 2000, nice, highest 4-hour candle close since December 8th. And I think eventually, you know, if this is the way things are going to keep going for the S&P Dow Jones, tail it, and probably going to 2318, the top of the major trading range has been confined in for a year now, just about a year. I mean, we're talking like late January, 11 months. So it's the dragon, and it's working on the tail. And normally tails, you know, a gap fill certainly would be some sort of like, you know, potential reversal area because it's like confluent with the top of the range. But you know, talk about 618s and 786s here on dragons for targets. Divergence was certainly there on the lower low. Beautiful. Such an educational time if you've been watching every day. I mean, you know, we're here just about every single day. You know, hey, I wasn't here for New Year's, but like the stock market was closed too anyway. So we're here. All these things were happening. You know, divergence, super educational. You can learn so much from these markets. Okay, I'm just happy and honored to be able to be your tour guide. I guess you call it that, whatever. All right, sorry, I'm like getting delusional now. Thanks for the 850 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the 6th stream, literally hit that like button below. So thanks for being here. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go to gold real quick. Come on, dude. We gotta, you know, we gotta look here. Now, what a, you know, 1, 2, 3, third peak dump. You know, and I guess in the end, wow. Can you call that divergence? Let's scale out and get technical here. Yeah. You literally, I guess in the end could. Look, I mean, if you scale out really crazy, you can, I mean, so much to get to be pinpoint accurate here. It did diverge on the third peak. Dang, man. Life comes at you fast in the gold market, but that's okay. Why? Because what if it just makes a higher low? What if it stays above the major level of inflection? What if it keeps making higher lows? Okay. Keep showing accumulation. And at the same time, what could happen? And it really wouldn't be crazy. Like, I'm just saying, because what happens to gold? I mean, it normally does like worst case scenario stuff, right? What if like this happens? Is it really going to be a big deal? No, it's just going to make still another higher low. And I'm just saying, but hey, as long as you stay above 1800, man, 1789, you're okay on gold. Still, yeah, even though it dumped like it does, but still showing accumulation, right? It didn't start accumulating. Accumulation didn't start occurring until the China Scamwick crash, the flash crash, August 10th, and then a confirmation low September 29th. That was it, because we're talking about traders settling up here much higher than they did in March and April. Okay, so and then now more higher lows. So accumulation, reaccumulation is occurring on gold right now. Hey, what's up, Eric, man? Yeah, dude. Look at it. Okay. Let's look at silver. Everyone's favorite asset. Also confirming a high, showing bearish divergence on the 4-hour RSI. That's okay. It's still making higher lows. But yeah, you do really want to see this asset get back above $23. You do. And swing lows and swing highs. That's okay. We always talked about a type 2 return. We're not like even phased by silver. If it falls to $22 again, $21.50, I mean, that could be one low, a second low. It could be legendary. It'd just be slow going. Either way, I mean, yeah, it's not really a nice area to long strategically, right? Because it just ran up and it just confirmed a high, and it's rejecting prices above the inflection point and the 200 moving average. I mean, never really want to see that. So you could see something like this, and it would be advantageous. It would be great for strategic entry, where you get that double bottom or potential double bottom type 2 return at the pattern completion zone of the bullish sharp pattern, and at the bottom of the range. Holy crap, you know, you make a higher low even better. Okay, so I'm just saying, you want lower prices, you want the market to come to you for the type 2, the real type 2 return, but you may not get it. I'm just telling you what you want to see. Okay. All right, so that's, so now let's go to U.S. oil. Let's go to the oil market. That, hey, you know, it broke out. Remember, it broke out. It's the dragon, the higher low dragon, not the lower low dragon. Beautiful, strong, very strong. Okay, like what happens when you break supply lines? Major markup. Break supply line, major markup. Break supply line in the midst of potentially having a major markup, trying to back test very critical levels from history. Chad, not a joke. July 2018, October 2018, trying to back test and hold those levels as support. If you can do that, man, why would you not see the pattern completion zone of the potential bearish bat pattern that takes you to 82.56? It's very possible. Very, very possible. Wooden uptrend right now. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Major uptrend. Supply line broken. Back testing old multi, you know, or just old inflection points from history as support. Very good. All right, let's see if it can hold on.
Shares tipped $23.56. Get well soon. 0.1586350 LTC.
JDars, thanks, man, for the 23.56 Litecoin, dude. Oh man, Litecoin, man. Hey, thanks, dude. Hey, new patron. We actually had a lot of new patrons, or you know, hold on a sec. Let me just do some Jesus chumps for y'all. I really appreciate it. I mean, that's the single best way to support the stream is buying an NFT or join the Patreon, you know. And District Garage and Michael S and Lef K and Little Pizza and Cryptico and just a couple moments ago, Matthew R. But then also oh, that was it. That was those. Yeah, those. So thank you all for joining Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Right now, trade setups are being posted on Patreon.com website, just for reasons with they're having issues on Patreon with their Discord bot. So we want to preserve the integrity of like what we're doing. Okay, for people that are paying for it, they should get the content, and people who aren't, they shouldn't. Right? Oh, that's how it works. Okay, so trade setups are, if you're a patron listening, trade setups are getting posted on Patreon.com for now. You know, you should get an email. If you have the app, you probably get a notification on it. It's really not a big deal, and it's just temporary. Okay, sweet. All right, so U.S. oil looking good. Some altcoins looking good. So on energy. All right, so I think we had some requests. We'll get to these real quick. Hey, my fraternity brother subscribe to my YouTube channel. Chase, what's up, dude? Shout out to Chase. My brother, man. All right, saw him in Dallas. So we like got reconnected and all that. He's doing well. So, okay, next, or the first request of the day. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We're looking at Tesla. You can't stop me, man. Tesla is an absolute beast. And look at this consolidation structure that was occurring before it actually just mooned, just gapped up on high volume too. Wow, high volume. And nearing that gap fill at 1222, ended the day at $1,200 on the dot, but after hours is up another 0.68%. You know, 1207.95. Incredible, man. Absolutely beautiful asset. And it all started right after the first drawdown, a bullish shark in the 3 rising valleys that became confirmed pretty much on August 30th, and that was a trade setup, and then went, you know, all targets hit, and then went $100 higher, then did this. And wow, if you look at the divergence in the end on the 4 hour, you know, the low, the lower low, look how it played out, like the Jesus, man. And look at this, chat. This is what you need to pay attention to. It's so amazing, right? Remember we talk about Bukowski, okay? And he says about 22% of the time, based on his research on the stock market, Assets regard gap fills as support or resistance. So look what Tesla did before it launched to outer space. There was a gap October 25th. Market participants pushed the asset down to fill that gap. And then also at the same time, look at the old levels that were once resistance. They became support and moon, right? So that is TA being respected so well. That's what's taught here, man. I mean, these are the things like you pay attention to. That's why you watch. You know, I'll never go viral or anything, but come on, man. I think there's some decent stuff you can learn here. And I'm just trying to teach that. I mean, you're up 34% in 2 weeks after doing those critical things, those beautiful, beautiful things. Right? Yeah, finally overbought again on the floor. Congratulations. You know, so nice stuff. Can we get a big round of applause for Tesla? Wow. Average Joe, man, thanks so much, dude. Average Joe, yeah, you did. Sorry, I've been tumultuous for me. Like, thank you so much for joining the annual Patreon, dude. Like, that is like the single-handed best way to join or to support what I do every day on the stream. All right, thank you, dude. Sorry, man. The only I'm like sighing like sad. I'm sighing. I'm literally feverish. Okay, so just please, empathy would be great today. If you're gonna have any, yeah, if you're gonna have any empathy, please use it today for me. Thanks. Okay, so now, right? Let's go to these requests. First request of the day is an S coin. I think I've been here before. Oh, maybe not. What? Dang, man. I guess I haven't been here. Huh. Alright, so clean slate chart, I guess, on KuCoin. I think your major level is like right there. You can get another real one right here and here. So you're, unfortunately, I get it. On the daily, there's hidden bullish divergence that is completely matured. Incoming Michael Scott, oh my god, it's happening gif, right? On it. That is triple MACD histogram hidden bullish divergence. You also have it on the RSI where you make a low on price, then you make a higher low on price with lower levels on the oscillators. And that is happening right now. So who knows? Maybe it could play out. If it does, I think it would take you to $4 to $4.15. I think that's, if the TA is respected on the daily, I think you go minimum right here. Okay, I have no idea beyond that though, because it had a buying climax and dumped. And though yes, it's amazing that it made a higher low, and it looks like it's a harmonic too. Okay, 886 complete reset from the previous low to high. Yes, not arguing that. I'm saying like if the high divergence plays out, you're going to $4 to $4.15. That might be an area where there's now too much supply. People sell, and then you back test. You use it as resistance, and then you go into a correction. Right? That is possible. Same time, I mean, you could break it and moon again. And if you broke it, dude, there's no resistance until 555. So that's where I think it's going minimum. I don't know what it's going to do after it goes to $4. Okay, that's the edge. That is what it's implying on the chart right now. Obviously, you want Bitcoin to not dump here. That's probably going to hurt it. Okay. So that mean that's possible. Okay. So it's not really at a strategic actionable area right now, right? Because you see I've plotted the critical areas, and you always want to be at those or very close to those levels, so you can have your stop just somewhat marginally below it. Okay. So you're in the kind of the dead middle of a major range. Right, where what does the price action do in between this range? Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Almost straight up, you know, straight up. Okay, so, you know, $4, $4.15 if the TA is respected on the daily and DFI. All right, that's it, man. Thank you, dude. Yep, FTM's next, man. Sorry. 14%, and it's ungodly. And I mean, how can you be surprised? This one's doing exactly what a lot of others haven't done yet. It may never do, as was the case back in September. A lot like when the bottom came in again in July, the same thing, where some outperforming our kings many remained peasants and the money never came in, and then they ran out of time because when time went by, Bitcoin eventually reversed downward and topped out. And then they didn't catch the bids then, and they started dumping again, and now some of them are at those same July lows. But this one, different story. A king, right, where it is in a long-term undeniable uptrend, did a full reset in an uptrend, 88%, created the M shape, then bullish divergence down here on the second low above the 200-day simple moving average, inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour. You can't really see it on the daily, but that was it, man. This was identified. We talked about this ad nauseum, and it just happened to be the one that caught the insane bids. It is at multi-month highs now, highest price since November 10th. And really, I think it could be headed to 315. And that would be, right, if we're talking about aggressive targeting for harmonics, you're talking about A and C. Those are aggressive targets. If you're longing the pattern completion zone, the type 2 returns, and you're being aggressive in your swing trading, you're taking profit at C and A. So you're almost to a profit-taking level, right? Yes. Fantastic. Broke the supply line, broke the inflection point looking left. Then look how beautiful it was, how it ran to October 8th's high. Tested it, pulled back, then just flagged by the looks of it, and then ran again. And now it's at session highs of 15% on the day. And since the bottom, FTM, my God, is up 134% in 30 days, chat. What a beast. Sight to behold. This is so educational. We've been talking about it. Put on a harmonic seminar. Or our whole system, right? The type 2 return, the Bulkowski patterns, deep retraces, uptrend or trend analysis, all that stuff. Wave structure is so good. Dang, dude, I feel like so bad, man. It's just getting worse, I think. Oh my God, yeah. Just bear with me. Okay, so let's move on. Not much to really do here. Just say, ooh, look at this. It's awesome. It's amazing, dude. Okay, next request. It's been a while. I haven't been here in a while, man. Like the Mines of Moria. Look at that wedge back in the day. Moon, right? Hit that inflection point. And now where is it? Another inflection point, right? From August 31st. This trend line's been here for God knows how long. It's trying to round out. But at the same time, it's pathetic, right? Trying to maybe round out here. Look, you had the low, the lower low, the lowest low, then the exact same low. Then all of a sudden a higher low, and the same low. Like where momentum's trying to shift here, but it's not able to breach the 200 moving average. We do know what can happen if you get above pretty much $200. Let me make sure this is like accurate. This is a little off here. Let me just right there. Right, you can clearly see you are below that area. Right, below it, not above it. So it's all about the level, and I don't really know if it's going to break this for real. It tried it once, tried it twice, and it's failed. Made a lower high than the previous high from December 28th. But if it did, let's say it did round out, and it did rally here, okay? 283 target. That's your old level. I mean, back here. I get it, though. I mean, there still is now a low from October 12th. Yeah, we'll look at that. We'll look at that, Brad. Okay, man. I'm just trying to keep it together right now. All right. Hey, at least Bitcoin's in the green with 11 minutes till the daily close, and it's not going to make the lowest low of the entire correction yet. Not today. Not today, China. All right, so other things we can look at. Okay, let me just clean it up. I think you can see a shark here probably if you use the anchor point from October 12th. Where is that? I think the shark's adequate. Okay, because yeah, that's it, dude. Look, you have a textbook bullish shark that fell just a little bit. It happens, man. You got 3% discrepancy on these PCZs. 113, it goes to 115. Ooh, that's a very valid bullish shark identified right there. At its pattern completion zone. But my issue is I hate harmonics that just do this. They don't go anywhere. Like, is it making a type 2 return? I can't tell. Or you can't even tell it's making, is this the type 2 return or is it, I don't know, man. So it's just going sideways, and it, you know, goes too long like this, eventually it'll pull an ICP and it'll just dump and get violated and go to the next level, which I think the next level would probably be 122. And that can happen. Wouldn't be that weird. Why? Because it's an S coin that we've never heard of before. They could just make a major markdown from its open. Look, 786 is down there, 886, right? You could go to deep full resets from that low, that entry or whatever, that August 27th, it got listed on KuCoin. So it doesn't really look that great. I mean, I get it. It's at this level, but there's better assets out there all over, all markets, including crypto. So whatever on Mover, we found a harmonic. Let's just see what happens, okay? It's below that level currently, and it's only drawn down 618. It's only lost 61.8% of this. So it's like, it's a sale. It's the bottom of the golden zone, but it's not at the deep value perceived areas that we normally love and covet for major reversals. Big waves up from there, okay? Anyway. Okay, next request. Yeah, I mean, old Disney, man. Old Disney, dude. Certainly an inflection point. One of them, anyway. It could never break that, you know, broke a support, 163. It gapped down and dumped more. And yeah, it's trying to hold on to a high from July 2019, trying to hold on to a high from December 2019. That's it so far. You know, maybe a little 4-hour confirmation low and it could rally. But you understand, it is going to be in a midterm downtrend, most likely, until it gets back above previous discernible swing highs, right? So you gotta, if you want to break this downtrend you've been in, you're probably going to need to break a high of 186. That's a long way away. You got to break the supply line. All right, there's a lot of work to do. But that means there could be a lot of upside on Disney, right, before it reverses, and maybe you do something like that. That could be legendary. It breaks back above the inflection point from December of 2020, January 2021, and back tests it, and then rallies. You got earnings coming up in February, early February, but maybe something like that. I think the 4-hour probably looks better than the daily because that's way more profound there, way more discernible. You know, you got one valley and a second valley, spring back test of spring kind of, but at the same time, it's almost like you're already painting bearish divergence on the MACD. If it stays above 153, I think you're going to minimum 163 to 165 to at least test that level again. And that's about it. You said something. Bearish deep crowd possible. If X can be the gap down. X the gap down. That's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't be the swing high. If you were doing something like that, it would be before the gap down, right? You just need to think about gaps, chat, as just red candles. Just think about it like this. That was just a red candle down. So the swing high, where you should be anchoring for the harmonic, in my opinion, is 179. If you wanted to do it that way. So, hey, 179, maybe it takes you up. I don't know, man. The deep retrace, the supply lines, a lot of work to be done here, okay? Right, gap fill. I mean, that could be a target, 174, a target on Disney to fill the gap. That could be happening. Yeah, hey, Boba Fett came out, chat. Boba Fett. You know, market makers love Boba Fett. Who doesn't love Boba Fett, man? And that show, I watched the first episode last night. It's amazing. Does anyone know when the second episode's coming out? It's got to be soon, right? Is it every Friday like Mandalorian or something, or what? Let me know, dude. Okay, thanks. Wednesday. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm not spoiling anything, dude. But you better go watch it before someone else spoils it, okay? Because people on the internet are mean, dude. Okay. No, you do not need to watch Mandalorian to watch Boba Fett, but it's really cool to see it because, right, there's a connection. But I think it's only the first episode, so go watch it, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be a shill for Boba Fett, but give me a break, dude. I don't need to shill it. Yeah, and there's a new Cobra Kai out too. I'm like 3 episodes in, and it's really good. I like it because I always liked Terry Silver and stuff. So, and the movies. So it's shaping up to be probably another good season. I'm gonna watch some more maybe later this evening when I retire in the stream. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Oh, that was it. There's no more requests. Wow. Just kidding. There's the next request. RavenCoin, dude.
Rodney Assistant tip $27.27. Can we take a look at RavenCoin? Thank you as always for the educational TA.
Yeah, dude.
0.183712228 LTC.
Rodney, thanks, dude. Yeah. Okay. We'll go to it right now. Ran out of requests. Go. Oh, Raven got wrecked, man. It got wrecked. It broke that demand line. Right, it broke it. So what happens? You even broke it and then you back tested it and the inflection point as resistance before the, and that's a luxury before a big dump. And it did go down at least 78%. That's exactly where it reversed. What a reaction. December 4th, like Bitcoin, right? At a 786, not an 886. Bitcoin went to the 886. Raven went to that 786, maybe even like 82%, 81%. So a lot of work to be done, right? Because you made a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. You've got to make a higher high eventually, right? You gotta eventually get back above not just the inflection point from history from February of last year. You also need to recapture highs above the previous discernible swing high, and that's how you get midterm. You know, you're in a midterm downtrend. You got to break that to, you know, reverse the midterm downtrend. Okay. Oh, yep. So I mean, I don't know if we could plot a channel here or something. You know, then there's your supply line, and there you go, right? I mean, you got something like that going on. Just a downtrend, and so supply line, inflection point, you need to make a higher high. You're just a midterm downtrend right now. I don't really see anything actionable right now for long. I know it's up 6.5%. That's great, but you got to get back above 11.7 cents.
Book left Larry tip $22.22. Ox Weekly. Interesting MACD. Thought it was at the bottom, but it's still not moving above 1,000 sots.
What's up, Larry? Thank you, dude, for the 22.22 repeating, of course. You know, I wish the sound clip. I wish in Leroy Jenkins it wasn't 32.33, so it would be like, you know,
32.33 repeating, of course.
You know, but like whatever. Hey, J Farmer 67, thanks so much for joining the Patreon right now, dude. Much love. I really, really appreciate it. Supporting the team, the stream, and everything in between. Thanks, dude. Awesome. So just downtrend for now and not really at a strategic entry level, really. Even if it rallies, that's cool, dude. I just think there are better assets, you know, at or near those nice levels. Okay. You say anything about RavenCoin? No, just that. OXT to BTC, sure, we'll look at that. OXT to the US dollar looks unreal good. I mean, it looks so good, dude. Like, stupid good. Oh wow, momentum shift. Alright, here you have it, alright? So you just think about this, maybe the daily here. Whoa. The lows, the dump, and then the spring, and then the back test of the spring, and then maybe, just maybe, this asset can make a higher low than the back test of the spring. And it could be amazing, dude. Alright, I mean, there's just so many resistance points created, right? I mean, just, it's everywhere. All these, look at these scam wicks, they're everywhere, dude. But, just think about it, okay? One low, you don't know. Second low, confirmation low on OXT to BTC. On the, I know it's all-time low stuff, I get it, right? But, you know, all-time lows, but this is developing. Momentum is shifting on the second low. That's a good sign. I mean, this is all great news. This just maybe reinforces the argument for the US dollar trade setup that is currently, like, you know, active for patrons. I don't know if it's gonna hold, but you keep making higher lows, momentum shifts. All of a sudden, there's accumulation argument, and it probably rallied to 1,031, and then 1,446, and then moon after that. I mean, so just think about the weekly here, okay? The weekly. I mean, it's not really great on the oscillators. They don't tell. It's not telling you anything. But again, it's like one low and a second low is discernible here. And I think like on the weekly, 1425 is your target, right? If it's gonna rally. Sorry, dude. I'm just like. All right, that's it though. I mean, OXT looks alright, dude. Oh yeah, by the way, a new daily candle has started. An old candle paint is dry, or something. The wax is dry. I don't know, dude. There's a Jesus Challenge portal, right? As we do every day, as is tradition. And you know, not really what you're looking for here, right? Your daily. It's kind of crazy that it didn't make its lowest candle close. Traders settled up higher today than they did on the 17th of December and the 31st of December. Wow, but it could just be the beginning, right?
Mitch Ray, crowned prince of TA. Please bestow upon us your chart analysis of the great Richard Hart coin known as Hex. Bless.
What's up, Ray Rocky? It had a good day today, didn't it pivot? It did pivot, man. So, you know, you still got that hidden bearish divergence. It's scary. You're still right at neutral on the oscillators, so two things happen, right? It either starts building positive momentum on bids, or it starts going negative again. And you just think about, hypothetically, Bitcoin goes to 43K, 42K, builds negative momentum, and then even more divergence. Like, more divergence could occur. So, I mean, you can't even feel terrible if Bitcoin dumps again, because there could be more opportunity, right? More exhaustion from sellers, implied. And it could be the same thing with the RSI. Say you dump one more time and you just make some divergence from one low to the second low, and a confirmation like the PCZ of the crazy bullish shark pattern. So man, it's just going to delay some of these altcoins, but I think they'll still survive. But my God, if you could get like some sort of just, you hold on right here, right on the 60-minute, that's where we're eyeballing earlier. If you could just try to somehow hold on here, this little zone here. I mean, this is exactly the lowest risk area ever for a range bound trade. But the problem is the range came after a negative bearish impulse. So it could just, you know, but like this, maybe it is Wyckoff accumulation happening here. Maybe. But it, you know, you just don't know right now. And we never say we know. But if you can hold and recapture these levels, maybe it's a confirmation low. And maybe you catch the rally, and then the altcoins go berserk and they all play out. Very nice. Okay, so people talking about Link, which is probably this quarter's best setup, I think. Right? FTM. I mean, you know, FTM. But it's like stupid because Chainlink had a beautiful setup too that is textbook. Okay. Let's go to Link real quick since we did go through all the. Oh, look at Hex, but just hold on. You know, this is unreal good. This is extremely bullish, beyond extremely good, right? This asset made a type 2 return at its pattern completion zone after a drawdown, but the drawdown, the M shape, and the undeniable uptrend continues. Because all you did on the 886 is make a higher low than you did in July. Accumulation, then confirmation of accumulation, then even more when you sprung back above $20, and then what'd you do? You back tested it. It was an old all-time high from August 15th, 2020 as support, and is now rallying again. And you could imagine, look at the levels of inflection chat. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Why could it, after doing all this, not go straight up again? It could, and that's the target. The target on Chainlink is $34 to $36. That's it. So this will be an NFT. Once, if it does hit $34 to $36 because of how perfect it was. You know, that's all you can do is like make an NFT of it. Successful trade setup, you know, post it for patrons, all that. It's extremely active right now, and had a really good day yesterday while Bitcoin dumped. Wild, huh? What's up, Silent? Okay. Chat's as dead as ever, man. Do I have more energy than chat and I'm sick, dude, with a fever? Come on, man. Okay, let's go to Hex, man, because that was a request. And Hex, again, up double-digit percentage points yesterday at the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. Yeah. And then on the daily, you know, wow, what a illiquid coin, man. What the heck going on here? I don't even know if this is real, but it's trying to recapture prices above the 200-day simple moving average. And like I told you, what's going to happen is eventually, somewhere between probably 14 cents and now, Hex will pivot to make a higher low, and then the MACD histogram will begin to lose its negative momentum, and then you have yourself what? Hidden bullish divergence in the daily and a higher low, which is accumulation.
Use daily real quick. Decent breakout today, higher low. Get well soon, Kappa Claus.
Yeah, a band is also an incredible looking harmonic on the daily. Yes, the band is great too. If you're a patron, you know that, right? So, what's up, Paul, dude? Thanks, 2637, man. All right.
Paul tipped $26.37. Strong/US. Thanks. Get well soon.
Wow, Brad, you see that? Mods, y'all see that?
ETH.
Holy crap, mods. That's the first time I've ever seen someone do that, man. Whoa. Hey, Nigerian scammers out there, F off, okay? Oh my god, man. Please, if you don't know it's from me, don't do anything, okay? There are people everywhere, on every platform, trying to impersonate me, to try to get you to, hey, you built trust with me, right? Because you watch me every day. Maybe some of y'all for years. Please, make sure it's really me. I'm not going to solicit you, though, okay? I'm just not. Not everyone from Nigeria is a scammer, but you know it's a notorious thing, right? And like they actually, the people doing this, someone tracked these people. IP tracked them doing this exact scam, so that's why I say it, okay? I'm not being intolerant, it's just factual.
Could you give a shout out to my bro Johan? Big dreams. Thank you, Mitch.
Oh yeah, big man, thank you so much, dude, for the 20 Australian dollars, mate. And Johan, thanks so much, dude.
Bruh.
Hey, Johan. Pump it, okay? Thank y'all. I really appreciate the support. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like Raoul Paul and Michael Saylor talked about the impersonators and scammers today. They literally did. If you go check out their Twitter account, and they talk about like a verifiable way of commenting, you know, using the Lightning Network, which would be crazy, you know. So again, like on Hex, man. If you pivot, you start pivot. Anytime you start pivoting, hidden bullish divergence will begin its development. All right, and that would imply a continuation upward. And you gotta, you know, we knew at some point you'd sell off. What perfect area to sell off? And at a major inflection point that's been plotted for months, right since September. And it's as long as it makes a higher low, there's accumulation. That means more market participants on the asset than they did before. As you can see in the downtrend, there was lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows distribution, and less market participants. But now something's changed. It bottomed out. Okay, even made a higher low than the low from August 7th, which keeps that long-term uptrend intact. It's not in jeopardy. All right, so great stuff there. Okay, Hex. All right, next request. You're gonna be banned. Yeah, banned, man. I love it, dude. Hold on. Love it. Yeah, if you're enjoying the live stream and all that, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here, for real. Like, I'm very, very grateful, especially on a day like this. Look at, you don't even know, man, how amazing this looks, chat. All right. Look how good this freaking setup could be. It's like there. It's like one just maybe could have a stop below 450 and let it ride. And the first target, I think, minimum, you know, 745, 762. That's all it does, right? So PCZ could be trying to type to return this higher low. I mean, look at the divergence on the daily. Bullish divergence. Neutral right now, not in the bearish control zone. Yeah, music stop. I mean, we're back. Okay, so yeah, I mean, from here, this is where these are levels that are lower risk and where major reversals could occur. So I think if the harmonic and the TA is respected, some point around here at this level, maybe not today or tomorrow, but eventually that minimum, okay? That minimum. And so what would that be? That's some substantial increase in value. And this thing can go up 37% upside potential from this level here, okay, on band. So yes, I was scanning and just like, oh my God, it's great. So great request, great harmonic, great areas. Beautiful, dude. Okay, that's your band. Okay. Bueller. Next one was, I think this one looked good if I recall. My memory doesn't betray me. Yeah, it was good, man. It was real good. Oh, I love it. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. God, it was like we had identified, I don't know, maybe a harmonic, a Bartley with a type 2 return at a level of inflection. You sprung, you back tested the spring, and where did you go, chat, when you back tested that spring from September? Spring back test, you rallied to where? The next level of inflection before reversing, but now it almost looks like you're confirming a bottom and the trend could continue. This move up could go attempt to test $600 again. As you can clearly see on the 4-hour, hidden bullish divergence developed, emerged, matured, and then it's just like, you know, right, just one little bottom on the 4-hour and then a second one confirming the bottom's in, and a continuation would resume. And you're, again, I don't know where it's going to take you. I think it would make sense to at least go to $600 to test that again. If you ever break that, I would think 688. If you ever break 688, well, it's just one at a time, man. Just all these resistances, right? It's 763, and then I got 877, and then crazy after that. So yeah, a nice little pivot, reversal, M shape, ushering it in, and it could be a continuing. So nice on strong. Strong is pretty strong here, okay? Wow, that's crazy, Brad. Wow. Okay. That was the last request. I want to do real quick is look at Nat. Brad wanted to see it. Yeah, MOONED. I mean, it's up 15%. So terrible request, Brad. But let's look at this. You know, I mean, this is very interesting. You're talking about a level that is death upon ye if you fall, and now you had that other low that it actually tested that all-time low from September of 2019, multi-year lows. You know, and beginning to violate. And now you have a reaction low and a reversal low potentially going on here on Nat, right on the 4-hour at least. Look, your reaction low, you reacted, then you dumped because terrible. And then what happened at the all-time low? Insane potential confirmation low. Nasty, an inverse nasty. Very good looking 4-hour bullish divergence. But dang, how did you even know? You know, it just pumped. So very cool here. I mean, I bet Scott Carney would be proud of this after losing and making the lowest level in its entire history, December 30th and 31st. It is pumped. And, you know, above 184, I think there's one minor level where it's clearly reversed and come back down to 184 a lot. You know, this high at 240, I think that'd probably be your target here. 240 minimum, massive under forward. You know, you're talking about literally all-time lows, and the S&P is hitting all-time highs. That's so bad, man. That's just terrible. But at the same time, hey, it's an extension harmonic, and look what it's doing, man. Yeah, beautiful. Well, I know, it's like it's up 15%, but at the same time, it's also an awesome request because look, hear and listen, you know. Excellent, Jimmy, man. Yeah, it was a good game, man. I had a good time. I mean, not for the other team, right? They got wrecked. They didn't even score a touchdown. Time Times are tough, man. I can only get 420 likes now. Maybe that time we get 1,000 likes like 3 weeks in a row or something crazy. I regard the 200 moving average all the time. I think that inflection points from history are far more important. But that's okay. Again, it's like whatever. Different strokes, different folks. Anyway, yeah, so good stuff. Look at this, chat. Just showing you. Oops, wrong chart. Look at Halliburton. Oh my goodness. It's the dragon. It's the demand line in the uptrend that was fell below it, inverse shows rally, critical inflection point of thrust, you dump, and then a higher low, right? One low, second low, and look at this. You just made your highest high today since November 11, multi-month highs, and probably headed $24, $25 again. Really, really strong uptrend. Once you break $25, Halliburton's going to go straight up to $32.43 probably. Yeah, I mean, this is energy stocks, man. A lot of them are doing very similar things. They look great, okay? They do. What's up, Scott Carney, man? How you doing, dude? How you doing, dude? Sorry, I'm like literally sick and feverish right now. So, hey, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't, okay? And please, we've now discovered that there is somebody, and we're going to get them banned ASAP, but we just found out about it. There's somebody who has a fake Patreon, okay? A fake Patreon page. So do not join the fake scammer Patreon page, okay? The page is Mitch Ray TA. All right, at the end, patreon.com/Mitch Ray TA. Like everything else, it's all uniform, okay? You can't get scammed if you look at the uniform. Mitch Ray TA and nothing else, okay?
Might be a bit overweight, but Divi looks good. Feel better, man.
What's up, Paul, dude? Thank you. Was that you, Paul? No, that was Jeffrey. Sorry, man. Let's look up at recent. I'm sick, dude. Can I take a look at cold? Yeah, that's me, dude. Ooh. You're talking about the S coin because it looks like there's an S coin, but there's also Americold Realty Trust. Is that what you're talking about, dude? I don't really see anything like that great here. Yeah, big yikes. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, I've never seen this in my life. Yeah, it's like if you do join the fake one, you'll get banned from ours, okay? If you join the fake Patreon, you'll end up getting banned from ours. Because, yeah. So look left. I mean, cold. If this is what you wanted to look at, dude, I have no idea. I'm just going to wait a second, okay? I'm waiting for him to, like, give me some sort of response. To like, hey, no, I wanted to look at the S coin, dude. My link has an M in it. It's just different. I think that's like mobile. For some reason, it generates the M. No, as long as it says Mitch Ray TA, you're good. If it says MRTA, that's the scammer, okay? Mitch Ray TA, just like my page, just like my Instagram, just like my Twitter, just like Discord. You see this right here. That is the Patreon. After patreon.com. I have to say it a million times. Just because, like, people are still going to end up getting screwed over this. I don't even know how you could. You know, it's, like, ridiculous. But, like, look, man. I mean, 2805 was clearly a level, you know, from 2018 and then 2020. Nice spring, back test to spring. That's amazing, right? Huh, it really is, dude. That's legendary. So, anyway, I don't really see this as set up as great or anything. This looks like it's just bearish consolidation. Probably going to fill a gap and then dump again. You look for a confirmation low. Maybe it comes back down to $28 again eventually. I don't really see this as anything crazy. Okay, it's not at an actionable area. Clearly, this is the range. You can see the range, and you're in kind of the middle of it. So that's not an area. It's difficult to strategize an entry here, okay? It just is. That's it. Because those people who are getting scammed might be the scammers trying to use my content, okay, to post on their scam website. That's why. Crazy, dude. Just another day, another freaking scammer from a country that you probably can't expedite them, so they're emboldened to do it. It's crazy, man. All right, anyway, I'm moving on. Okay. Hey, Ryan, thanks so much for joining Patreon literally right now. Whoops. What the? Thank you, dude. Be sure to sing at the Patreon on the Discord. You did it. You joined the right Patreon, my man. Thank you. I mean, good dividend, 2.68% dividend, but still, again, like I don't know, man. I think they're better energy. This is real estate anyway, so gap fill target probably $34. Could see that sooner rather than later, but I don't know. That doesn't really stick out to me as anything special or like confirmation. We're looking for confirmation, man. Look, you don't know the first time COVID crashed, then a second dump. You do know it's a confirmation low at an inflection point. Let's look for a type 2, like just not even type 2, just a confirmation low, double bottom. Oh, interesting glass node. I don't even know, man. Dalt posted it. I'll just share it with y'all. Thanks, dude. Always valuable contributions. And the glass node charts. I'm sure it came from Twitter or something, but just let y'all see. I don't know. Retail capitulations hitting extreme levels again. All right, I mean,
Get
look.
better, man. Stay hydrated with a nice warm drink. 0.05242337 LTC.
Thank you, Roddy, man. I will. Okay, dude. Much love. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Okay, just make sure I don't miss anything. All right. Anyway, so back to the buy signal. I mean, it's not even, is it a buy signal or is it just it's repeating what happened in 2018? Nah, that's 2019. I can't even tell because yeah. Anyway, no, that's not. This 2018, 2019, the legendary Gartley right there, and then this is 2013 going into 2015, 2014. This was a range-bound asset for almost a year, and then it broke out of the range in 2014, I think, and it retail capitulated 23%, 25%. Retail capitulated. I get that, and then look here, listen, you're at the same levels, and substantially higher lows. It's not. It's crazy, man. I don't know, like. It's there. It doesn't necessarily mean the reversal's coming. It's a cool chart. Cool chart. And like really, Bitcoin right now is not really doing anything special. And you think that it really wouldn't be weird to see 43 to 42K again. It wouldn't. And that's where you're going fast. If you ever break 45,575, this is the lowest low from December 17th. Technically, you've already just successfully backtested what was once a support, resistance. It is now resistance again. 200-day simple moving average, also resistance. That's not good. That's bearish price action locally. All right, so, I mean, again, you see that. You get one low, type 1, and then you get the type 2 down here. And it's going to stall out all the altcoins. None are probably going to do well during this. It's going to be awful. But hopefully, it's maybe more methodical bleed, and they don't crash. They just dump, and they end up making higher lows than the previous lows. And eventually Bitcoin pivots, and then you rally to higher highs. But hidden bearish divergence is playing out, and you very well could start seeing negative momentum again for the first time since December 18th. If you start dumping the day, you will see it. It's gonna happen. Okay. Non-retail is considered 100 Bitcoin or more balance. Or more, you mean or less, right? Well, Korea, the way that you could resolve that is paying up, man. Just saying, right? If now we're giving you a chance. Like you say, like, hey, you could just pay for the time you were here when it was bugging out and whatever, and then all's well, right? That's fair. That's super fair, right? Extremely fair. So it's up to you, man. I think that's a way to resolve this without any issue. We can just keep on rolling. Okay. So anyway, dude, I mean, that's kind of the stream. I've been live 1 hour, 20 minutes. I have a nasty fever. Bitcoin on the new day with Asia awake is doing what? Exactly what it always does. Always now. 2 months, every effing day. It may not do anything, but every effing day that there's actual price action, it dumps around this time in the next few hours. And a lot of times after that, you know, New York Stock Exchange, Americans in the West start doing it too. So I get it, Kriaka. So it's no harm, no foul if it didn't, and that means you're willing to pay up the amount where you didn't get charged, right? It shouldn't be an issue if you truly, like, you know, are cool with it, you know, and all that. So it's not that I don't believe you, but you can put your money where your mouth is and say, I thought it was, and then it's like all of a sudden you just pay the lump sum, right? And then no problem. Thanks, Scott, man. All right, so I think I'm just gonna call it. I'm dead, man. I gotta get some food ordered, get some nutrients and some more, you know, just ibuprofen or something to curb this fever. And I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here, y'all. I think it was a decent stream, a lot of education, and obviously a lot of opportunity out there on certain assets and certain markets. But yeah, Bitcoin is at very critical areas, and you just pay attention, all right? Please don't take a break from crypto, because it's either about to go to 43K or it's about to pivot and rally to probably 52, 53K, and it could bottom out here. You just don't know these levels, okay? It's arrogant to say you know, all right? But we understand, like, the downtrend is here. I mean, the impulse down and then the rectangle or the range, and if you break the range low, which is, you know, all over the place, all kinds of swing lows. Look, I mean, there's 45,747. It held that. It bounced off that today, right? It did not break that. All these newer local lows, like it's holding that until it breaks that with confirmation and there's volume. You know, it hasn't broken out bearishly yet. It hasn't. It's so close. All right, so could be amazing. Also could be death. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. And just pray for my recovery. All right, I'm sure it's nothing. Hopefully I don't get Bogdanov, man. Jeez. In the end, who got Bogdanov? Dang, man. I did, I guess, with this. All right. So I will just be back. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. All the new patrons who have joined. All the patrons who, right, I've been paying monthly to support this channel and stream. I'm very grateful, and it's the best way to support what I do. Make sure I keep coming back every day. You got my word, right? Barring, like, you know, 6 days a year, maybe a week a year, 10 days a year I don't stream, but other than that, you know, I go, right? So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.